Hi viewers, I'm Chitra and we are watching Crossroads, and I am sure that you are watching this program with a number of experts coming and giving you all lots of career tips to you, so which would really help you all to choose your career. Today we have a very special person, Mr. Hari, manager from a reputed IT MNC, who is with us to share his experiences basically. How he chose this IT as a field, even though he's not been a passion or he's not actually towards IT when he was a student. And we would like to hear more from him. So this would really help you all or inspire you in future how you can choose your career, even though you are not in the exact field. Never mind, you can always have an opportunity later. Welcome, Mr. Hari.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
And it's a pleasure coming here and sharing my views about how I can make an impact in others' life of sharing my personal experience. Thank you again.
Welcome, sir. And I would like to introduce yourself, from
sure.
where you are from and your personal qualifications, educational qualifications, and etc.
Sure. So, hello everyone. I am Harinath. I come from Hyderabad. I have done my graduation in mathematics, chemistry, and computer science in the year 2007. After finishing my graduation, I have joined a firm and I was with them for 9 months almost, and then I thought I needed a change in my career because I thought that is not where I belong to.
Okay.
Then I jumped into this IT firm, reputed multinational company for which I've been working for 7.5 years for now.
Oh, that's fantastic, 7.5 years.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, like you said, my interest was towards science. When I was doing my graduation, it was chemistry where I wanted to do my master's and do PhD in it.
Oh.
But
what made you to change your idea into IT? That sounds interesting because very few will have this type of options, I think.
I know. So what happened with me was parents, my parents were very liberal in terms of they wanted us to make a career of our choice. Okay?
Yes.
So we were not like, I should do my +2, I should do my graduation, then do my MTech, whatsoever, then I should get into a job.
Okay.
So after finishing my graduation, I thought, okay, maybe I should give a try in terms of see how the market is, how the corporate world is.
Okay.
Then I've joined this organization, and then I thought, okay, maybe all this while I was thinking about getting into science, but I see more opportunities towards IT.
Okay. So what was your idea in science that you mean to exactly?
So when I say
General
science,
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I was into chemistry.
Okay.
During my college days, yes, I was topping in the class, and lecturers, I used to have those interactions with them. Okay, which book should I refer? What project should I go for? If I want to get a seat in top college for my MS, etc.
Oh, MS was your idea basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
So doing a PhD because I have my brother who is doing his PhD right now in the same chemical field.
Oh, so maybe your choice went to him, I think. So that was the destiny probably.
Kind of.
Yeah. So how then you can continue your career in
so,
IT?
After doing my graduation, I thought, I should be self-reliant, and then I got into this corporate world of IT. But when I joined my second firm, I have seen people going to levels where they made difference, not only to the organization but also to people's life. The way they interact with, they talk to different clients, the way they handle business, etc., etc.
So you mean to say practical experience?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay.
And that is.
And you had a liking also, I think,
exactly.
The way you speak, because anyone is employed, they should have that, I think, so inspiration or something inside them, motivations. Like I should also be learning something else, and I should not be sitting at my chair, what I have kept for.
You just, grab whatever I had in my mouth to say, right? So
oh, sorry. I think so. Okay.
Exactly, that is how I felt. I wanted to become someone, a leader who can make difference and get a positive impact in my team member's life or somebody else's career in a positive way.
Okay, so that means you mean to say that you already had a thought that I should be a leader one day.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
what type of job you entered or the profile that you entered? Is it a middle level or a low level, operational level or what it is? But you have actually thought of I should be in the top level.
Yes.
Actually, I think so.
Yes.
So,
So, to answer that, I have started my career as a technical associate where I used to speak to people over the phone and solve their basic, issues with computers or with applications.
okay, so basically tech support.
Tech support, yes.
Okay, okay.
And from there, I've never looked back.
Okay.
So I had that passion of learning the IT to an extent where I can manage a team and become a manager one day. And
That's really inspiration.
so in this journey, I have taken different roles and I have traveled to countries and I was involved in moving the work from one country to the other, where I could get in touch with people who speak foreign language, where I get to learn their culture, their lifestyle.
Yes.
So it gives me an opportunity as well at a personal level, that I'm able to increase my knowledge at the global level as well, because whenever I talk to somebody over the phone from a different country, I can easily relate and have a similar conversation.
Well. So your inspiration started from there. So that
Yes.
means you started in the level where you could be speaking to people from other countries.
Correct.
Okay, so that inspiration you got it.
Yes. So, like I said, I had that passion. I wanted to see what is it in IT, and how is that people are able to make their lives so quick, but challenging.
Okay.
Right? It is not so easy that you get to that level just by spending 5 years or 6 years in the
Well,
organization.
that is true. That's true.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Like that was actually your starting point, I think so.
yes.
So how many countries you have traveled so far? At least to know your secret, probably.
I've traveled only to two international countries, but different cities, and it is just not once, but I traveled like 3-4 times.
Okay.
But I had to travel on demand also, where people said we need this person there.
Oh, that's really motivation for our viewers, I think so, because they should. What made you like that way? Like maybe they need to have some extra skills apart from their subject knowledge or technical knowledge.
Yeah. What I believe in is, in this world, for somebody to be successful, one, they should be able to communicate, which means they need to have the communication skills. Okay, not being an expert, but at least in a position where the other person is able to understand what you're trying to say, and you're able to convey the message in a way that the audience is able to take it.
Okay.
That is one, right?
Okay.
But in addition to that, there are many factors which gets added to it, like your soft skills, the way you present yourself,
Okay.
and then your knowing, the person that you're talking to, your personality development, knowing the
So
market.
can you just brief because there is a different types of or different answers to this question, like interpersonal or personality development.
Mhm.
So just tell us only few factors that adds to this particular skill, personality development, basic things I would say.
I think the first one is your attitude, right? So when you talk to somebody, you should be in a position to listen, to understand, and then speak. They say a good speaker is also a good listener.
Listener, yes.
Right? If I just
That's
keep
true.
on talking, what I know, I will be limiting myself only with the subject that I have. But when I listen to somebody, I
You
get
gain
to
knowledge.
learn new things. I get to hear.
Hear.
We get to talk. Hey, you know what? Maybe that is not the right way. This is the right way. No, this is the right fact.
That's true.
So you should always in a position to listen,
To someone.
correct, and to learn,
Okay.
and you try to teach that back to somebody else.
Okay.
Right? So having that attitude of listening to somebody and showing that gratitude. Okay, this when I'm speaking to this person, he's actually listening to me.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So
first you have to listen to somebody.
definitely.
Okay.
And that is something that I have learned, because I have this habit of talking too much.
Oh, that's true. But we need such people also, no, to maintain. I think, especially in organizations, they need people also to handle this part.
Communication definitely
Yes.
makes an impact, right? If there are 100 students in a room, and if somebody wants to stand high
Yeah.
or top in the class, I would say communication definitely plays a major role, and
Exactly.
having that right attitude towards
Right.
learning things and listening to others will definitely make a
Because
difference.
we have the same problem, because some students are really good in their technical skills.
Mhm.
They are good developers,
Okay.
but they cannot speak to the examiners, because we know this guy is very good
Okay.
in his work.
Mhm.
He has done it. We had even faced problem because guy cannot explain his project which he has done. Then the
Mhm.
examiner has to doubt like whether he has done it or he has
Somebody
purchased the
else.
software. So I think, what you think, like what ways they can improve this communication skill? Because I don't think just by attending tuition classes or something they can gain, or
Yes.
that will be an additional thing.
No, yeah, definitely they can, depending on their interest, but also uh, they need to have that passion of, yes, I want to make a difference, right?
Oh.
So how? Read newspaper on a daily basis.
Okay, well.
It's not that only you have to speak in English, but whatever field that you have chosen, and if you think that particular language makes a difference,
Okay.
because this is how I have learned my English,
Okay.
or this is how I have improved my skills to an extent, right?
Okay.
I always
I
used to
think
read.
you're basically from Hyderabad.
I am from Hyderabad.
Okay,
right?
so we know like may not be that much very good communication skills over there, because we know Hyderabad people are meant for technical.
Yeah.
Too much, 100% technical.
You
Yeah.
come there, yes, we have couple of centers there, training areas. Whenever time, whatever time you go there, you find students across the roads, That is how the market or the busy that area is in terms of providing the technical courses to them.
Okay. I think the name you have coined it nicely, Hyderabad, to some other name. You can better tell them, I think, cyber.
Cyber, okay, so.
Yes. How do you call Hyderabad
It is
in
a
terms of
global-
IT?
It is actually a global name. So Hyderabad, earlier, it was only Hyderabad and Secunderabad where
Yes.
people say twin cities.
Yeah.
But now we have something else called Cyberabad.
Telangana. Yeah, okay.
Right? So Cyberabad comes from, or it relates mainly to the science or the IT background.
Yes.
Because there you see all the top MNCs having their presence.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how the name has.
Almost all the named MNCs have their root.
Most of them, yes. You talk about IBM, you talk about Microsoft, you talk about Accenture.
Correct.
There are many IT firms.
So
in Hyderabad.
employment opportunities are also more there.
Yes.
Okay.
It is not, again in specific to, or to answer your question, how somebody can improve on their communication skills. I
Yes,
was saying,
yes.
one should read newspaper on a
Newspapers,
daily
you said,
basis.
yes.
And I would suggest, because the technology has changed so much, when I was learning my English, at least, polishing my skills, I always used to carry a pocket dictionary.
Okay.
Right? Those days back in 2007 or 2006, we had phones, but not smartphones where, we could access information on our fingertips. So I
Yes,
always used to
that's
carry
true.
a pocket dictionary, and
Okay.
whenever I see a new word, I used to underline and say, okay, what does this mean?
Okay.
Right? That is one. And maybe you can stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself.
I think that's
Right, so-
self-learning.
Because like you said, somebody does a project very well, but he
Cannot
has
put
that
it.
fear, and he doesn't speak anything. But when you practice it in front of your a mirror,
Exactly.
you get to know where you're doing good, where you're doing bad. And where
Exactly,
you
we are
can
telling
improve
them
on.
that same thing. So I used to tell them like just practice in front of the mirror on the previous night,
Mhm.
and just for 1 minute you practice. The
Okay.
rest of the things comes automatically, we used to tell them, and I think that's really true.
It
in what
definitely
is.
helps, because I'm talking about my personal experience, and it
Yeah.
has helped